very well. Interested in a lot of the protests, we see a lot of white young people joining in the protest for justice for people of color. And I think that's an appropriate introduction to our scripture today, because we're dealing with wisdom. And frankly, we need wisdom. What is wisdom? It's not necessarily knowing facts. You remember last week's lesson? It had to do with the introductory portion of that book of Proverbs. And in the 7th verse, it said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Interestingly, that chapter, after a long bit of inquiry, closes with another word that I think reinforces what we saw in that 7th verse. And it talks very simply that for the waywardness of the simple will kill them, the complacency of fools will destroy them, but whoever listens to me will live in safety. Whoever listens. The vantage point that Christians should have, my belief, is that we try to see things from God's point of view. Now, Paul talks about how he at one time in his life looked at things from man's point of view, but once he became a Christian, he began to see things from God's point of view. And that's the kind of wisdom we need, that kind of godly wisdom. But when it comes to color, sometimes we abandon the scripture. The scripture is full of love your neighbor as yourself. It's full of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Live in love, walk in love. All kind of incentives to treat people kindly, be kind to one another, as I mentioned before. One of the first Bible verses, I guess, was ingrained in my mind. I can't ever remember not knowing it. But we've lost something. And when it comes to race relations, we've gotten better, to be sure, but sometimes I wonder if we've just gotten more polite. A friend of mine talked about conversion some years ago. He's now deceased, one of the great preaching pastors that I ever knew. And he talked about little conversions. The big conversion is to be born again. But he said as you move through life and grow in maturity, you do experience times of small conversions where your mind changes. And it may be on something that's pretty big. Talked about conversion some years ago. It's many. He's now deceased, one of the great preaching pastors that I ever knew. And he talked about conversion. The big conversion is to be born. I was raised in the country. My elementary school years from age 4 to 12 was living on a dirt road with a white frame 2-bedroom house. The railroad tracks weren't far away.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm doing some testing here with some sound, so this is just off the computer. Should be able to hear it in the background, but this is just a test. I'm trying to solve an audio problem, so just to let you know. So I'll let you guys get back to the program. I'll be popping in and out, so be cool.
I didn't know what they were, but I found out. And one of the warnings from my father was, don't mess with them, stay away from them. Another thing he said on one occasion was that some of them may even go to church. Well, I was too young to understand, but when I got older, I had enough sense. Still have some of that KKK mentality today that even rubs off on some of the best of us. we hear about something where someone's had his knee on someone's neck, and he says he can't breathe, and someone says, but yes, that's bad, but we shouldn't have the riots. We do a lot of but yesing and still avoid the problem. And so our section on wisdom needs to be applied to where we are today in our world, in our life, in our attitudes, and our feelings. We need to see it from God's point of view, not just the politician, not anything else, not whatever. Well, let's read the scripture, because I think he's got a good word for us today. It first of all begins, the second chapter in the first verse, begins by talking about the value of wisdom and tries to encourage it. The first chapter sort of had that in the beginning, it had that at the end, and now it's coming back up again. It said, my son, if you accept my words and store my commands with you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understand. Wow, that's a nice beginning. If. And I think the disposition of Christians is there's no end to God's word. We're not going to say, okay, God, I believe you if, or I accept you, accept. No, we're committed to the totality of God's wisdom. And the writer of Proverbs said, if you accept my words, store my commands within you. Turn in your ear to wisdom. All of that has to do with reality, it has to do with facts, it has to do with the way to live. And then it says, applying your heart to understanding. And that phrase, applying your heart to understanding, you see, becoming wise means more than just having one's ears. You need the heart. The heart is at the center of the emotions. It's right there at understanding and feeling for and with. By applying your heart to wisdom, the importance of it, and applying your heart to wanting to do. In the third verse, it says, indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, notice all those things. If you really call out, if you cry out for it, if you look for it, if you search for it. You remember that great line out of the book of Jeremiah? We were in those chapters a few weeks ago. Over in the 30th chapter, it talks about that God has plans for us, plans for good and not for evil, plans to give us a future as a hope. But he prefaced it by saying, if you seek me with all of your heart, I will be found by you. And that's what the author of Proverbs is saying. You got to want this, seek it, give it to your best. In verse 6 it says, for the Lord gives wisdom. He'll give it to you. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He's the shield of those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just. He protects the way of his faithful. And then you will understand what is right and fair. What is right and just and fair. I left out two words, and just. You cry out for it. We ought to leave that. It's appropriate, you know. What does the Lord require of you? We saw in Micah. But to do justice, to love mercy, to walk humbly with your God. And so now we come along in the Proverbs and it says, then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. It's not just understanding it. As the book of James says, be doers of the word, not just hearers only. Then the author of Proverbs goes on to say, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. I think he's saying, when you let God take care of the shaping of wisdom and it's something that you want, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. And I believe that's true. Wisdom and its application is a tough thing sometimes. I didn't ever want to get in the position of thinking as a pastor that I was the only one who had a revelation from God. John the Apostle said, has a line within the small letters that said, you need to test the spirits to see whether they're from God. And I trusted Christian people to help me understand that, I may not have it right, on something. But I trusted the body of believers and their wisdom to help me to understand more completely. Sometimes they reinforce, sometimes they challenge, sometimes amend, sometimes they're stubborn. But be what be the case, wisdom is something God gives to everybody. And certainly that kind of wisdom is not something that we are just a receiver, but it's a pass-through kind of experience. We bring wisdom to the situation, we bring wisdom to life, we bring wisdom to the church, we bring wisdom to those who need it. And one of the crucial issues of our country right now is to see race relations from God's point of view. It is Peter and Cornelius saying God is no respecter of persons. God does not discriminate. When we see color, sometimes funny feelings go.
Need a sound card, an external sound.
Rather being just color blind, we ought to be color blessed.
That God made us all and loves us all, and he would like for us to love with his kind of love to every person, doing the best to see they get it. That's who we can be, and that's the wisdom we need to practice as we move forward in our country. Love shows the way to minds that are willing to put into practice the ethic of Jesus. This has been Bob DeFore with the International Sunday School Lesson for the Day. Thank you for listening, and may God be a blessing not just to you, but through you in the week ahead.
Hey, this is John Welsh from Bob Allen Motor Mall, and we have some awesome deals I want to tell you about. 0% for 72 months on most models. HD Ram blowout sale up to 20% off MSRP, save over $16,000. 2020 Grand Cherokee, $269 a month. 2020 Ram 1500, $279 per month. 0% available on select inventory, and Ram half tons as much as $15,000 off MSRP. 2020 Buick Encore as low as $16,990. 2020 Cadillac Escalade as much as $20,000 off MSRP, and 0% for 72 months on most models. All this plus the best selection of pre-owned inventory in the history of our store at the home of powertrain coverage for life, BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hi, it's Jenny from your local Big Deal store. If you run a business and are looking for a fun and creative way to market it, Big Deals might just be a great fit. Imagine a radio marketing program that allows you to trade for your advertising schedule. Interested? Give us a shout and see for yourself.
Get advertising with an online web profile, email blasts, and social media posts. It's all part of the Big Deals for businesses. Contact us here at Hometown Radio, 859-236-2711, or email bigdeals@hometownlive.net. And right now on Big Deals Online Store, we have big deals for Pet Paradise in Danville. $20 certificates, just $10. Coulter's D&C Small Engine Repair, $50 certificates, just $19. Car Express Wash, $10 certificates, just $7.50. Lawson's Jewelry, $50 certificates, just $29. Pioneer Pond, $20 certificates are $12. Find these certificates and more online at hometownlive.net.
Harrodsburg, Kentucky's oldest city, will host a community conversation Tuesday, June 16th at Elvis Johnson Football Field from 6:30 p.m. till 8 p.m. Citizens can come out to discuss concerns and issues facing Harrodsburg, Mercer County, and Bergen. On hand will be community leaders, the mayors and police chiefs of Harrodsburg and Bergen, Mercer Sheriff, County Judge, plus the Bergen and Mercer County Superintendents to discuss issues and concerns with you. Free hot dogs and Pepsi while supplies last during the Community Conversation, Tuesday, June 16th, Alvis Johnson Football Field, 6:30 p.m. till 8 p.m., broadcast live on AM 1420, FM 99.5, and hometownlive.net.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Today, sunny with a high near 83. Tonight, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, partly cloudy with a low around 57. Sunday, slight chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 75. Chance of rain is 20%. Sunday night, slight chance of thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Mostly clear with a low around 54. Chance of rain is 10%. Monday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Sunny with a high near 78. Chance of rain is 20%. Monday night, mostly clear with a low around 57. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 81. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 82. Thursday, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high near 84. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 88. It is currently 78 degrees out there, and temperatures fluctuating a little bit, 78, 79, but we know what it's going to get to. It's going to be a great day, and we got next for you the Sports Saturday Report.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Hall of Fame horseman Steve Asmussen surpassed South Louisville native Dale Romans as the all-time leading trainer at Churchill Downs when 4-year-old filly Drop Dead Gorgeous cruised to an 8.5-length victory. That in yesterday's opener for win number 738 beneath the historic Twin Spires. Asmussen also won Friday's second race with 2-year-old Colt Hewlin for win number 739. His biggest wins include, of course, the Preakness twice, Curlin in 2007 and Rachel Alexandra in 2009, as well as the Belmont Stakes with Creator in 2016 and the Breeders' Cup Classic twice with Curlin in 2007 and Gunrunner in 2017. Also, there was the Dubai World Cup with Curlin in 2008. A one-time 4-star recruit on the Kentucky Wildcat football team has entered the transfer portal. Senior kicker Graham McInnes will have 1 year of eligibility remaining. The Findlay, Ohio native was the number 4 kicker in the nation coming out of high school and was a Ray Guy Award nominee as a true freshman. 2018 and 2019, McInnes handled kickoffs for the Cats and was ranked 22nd in the nation. 2020 preseason All-American punter Max Duffy has only punted, leaving redshirt sophomore Chance Bohr as the only other kicker on scholarship, but he lost his job last year to walk-on Matt Ruffalo, who is in his final year in Lexington. Off to motorsports now. NASCAR enjoying its return post-COVID-19, and it's a big weekend at Miami's Homestead Speedway. Typically, this race reserved for the last race of the year. That's been shifted, of course, to June under NASCAR's new scheduling format. Things get underway with the Xfinity Series Hooters 250, marking the return of fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 38 Hellman Chevrolet. That'll be followed, of course, by the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series Baptist Health 200. That features Kentucky's own Ben Rhodes, who after a top 10 finish at Atlanta, his last time out sits within the top 5 in the overall point standings, just 4 points shy of the top 3. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky Commission has voted to remove a statue of Confederate President Jefferson Davis from the state capitol rotunda. The Historic Properties Advisory Commission voted 11-1 on Friday to relocate the statue to the Jefferson Davis Monument State Historic Site in Todd County. The only no vote was from Brandon Wilson, a former Governor Bevin appointee, who accused Governor Beshear of politicizing the issue.
I believe Governor Beshear is politicizing this as a weapon, using our board as a weapon to get an agenda over.
Governor Beshear released a statement saying, quote, "Today is a move toward showing that everybody is welcome in this building." The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly shooting that happened Friday afternoon off Allen School Road following a domestic dispute. The sheriff says 59-year-old Charlie Sizemore was pronounced dead at the scene from a gunshot wound. His wife, 56-year-old Elaine Sizemore, was airlifted to UK hospital in critical condition. At Churchill Downs, there's a new leading trainer underneath the Twin Spires.
Lustrous is fourth. The rest are struggling. Not struggling is Drop Dead Gorgeous, who's rambling through the stretch.
Drop Dead Gorgeous won Friday's first race, giving Hall of Fame trainer Steve Asmussen his 738th career win beneath the Twin Spires.
Surprising, honestly. You feel like we're in the middle of this. I don't feel like you'd be that old, and I know of the people that have been here before and been here consistently, and for us to have won the most races is a very proud accomplishment.
Asmussen surpasses trainer Dale Romans, who held the title since November of 2017. Asmussen says another goal is to win the Kentucky Derby. I'm Paul Miles.
I'm Will Clark.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Country and more. WHBN.
Following is a paid program.
Good Saturday morning, Mercer County. Hope you have had a great week. And I hope you got your Bibles as we prepare to jump into the Word today. For those that typically don't tune in or have not tuned in a long time, I am Stephen Vogel, the pastor at Bethel Baptist Church, and so grateful that you have decided to spend time this morning in the Word with us. This morning we're going to be picking up in Mark chapter 15. Last week we started to look at what Mark does sometimes. Mark uses a sandwich structure. And in this sandwich, if you would pretend for a second, 2 pieces of bread and a piece of meat in the middle. The top piece of bread, we had the unjust trial of Jesus before the Sanhedrin. It was a kangaroo court, basically. It wasn't really a trial by law as it should have been. And then in the middle, the meat was Peter in the courtyard. And then here at the bottom piece of bread, this morning we will see Jesus being delivered over to Pilate. So in this sandwich structure, we see the response to trials. How do we respond? How does Peter respond in the middle of this sandwich structure compared to how Jesus endures the trials before the Sanhedrin and ultimately to Pilate? How does Jesus respond to the trial of the Jews and the Gentiles? And so Ken Hughes said this so well. In this passage today, we will see Jesus rejected. We will see that he went through rejection that was religiously motivated, socially motivated, politically instigated, but also circumstantially determined. And so, if you would, begin to look with me in Mark 15, and we will make our way through verse 20. But before we begin to read, pray with me. Father, would we hear your word today? Would you speak through your word? And would your name be lifted up and exalted above all? In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I want us to notice, first of all, here in verse 1 through 5, the silence of Jesus. So what we know, based on last week in Mark 14:64, you have heard his blasphemy. What is your decision? And they all condemned him as deserving death. So according to the Sanhedrin, he deserved death for blasphemy. So picking up in verse 1, as soon as it was morning, the chief priests held a consultation with the elders and the scribes and the whole council. And so the Sanhedrin are together now. We see there that it says in the morning the whole council, they decided to charge Jesus. Now we know, based on the fact that they're taking him to Pilate, taking him to the Roman government, they're not taking Jesus with the charge of being a blasphemer. They knew the Roman authorities would not prosecute Jesus over that. And so now they've decided, the only reason we know this is because of who they took him to. Pilate, what Pilate responds with and the questions that Pilate asked. They're charging Jesus with treason against the Roman government. And so the Sanhedrin involved the Romans because they were not allowed to execute anyone without their permission. They wanted to kill Jesus. And it says they bound Jesus and led him away and delivered him over to Pilate. Now Pilate had absolute authority over Jesus' fate, according to Roman law here. And so we know that Pilate was the governor of Judea. He was appointed by Tiberius Caesar in 26 AD. Pilate was in charge of the army. He collected taxes for Rome. He kept the peace there. And he held the life and death over all of his subjects. And so Pilate would appoint a high priest, and he would decide cases of capital punishment. And so they delivered him over to Pilate, and Pilate asked him, here's why we know that they charged him with treason. Are you the King of the Jews. Now, claiming to be a king would have been considered treason against Caesar, and it would have been a capital offense. It would have been challenging Caesar's rule. And he answered him, "You have said so." And this would be as if, whatever you say. Now, we wanted to fill in all the gaps, but when we get to a point where it's good to fill in a gap, if you're taking notes, I'm going to give you a little bit of scripture to go back and read on your own so you can really see this all together. And so, to fill in the gap here, John 18, 33 through 38. Now we're going to move on to verse 23. And the chief priests accused him of many things. And Pilate asked him, "Have you no answer to make? See how many charges they bring against you?" These accused prisoners before Pilate would have opportunity to defend themselves against their charges. And if one chose to remain silent, he would be questioned 3 times, so he may change his mind. Pilate here even wants Jesus to realize before the law, silent means you're saying, "I did it, I'm guilty." Verse 5, but Jesus made no further answer. Now we knew that was going to happen based on Isaiah 53:7. So that Pilate was amazed. That word amazed there means to marvel. Now, as we stop at verse 5 to fill in more gaps, we will see that Pilate begins to attempt to remove himself from this situation. So when you have time, read Luke 23, 6 through 12. And so we've seen the silence of Jesus, but pick it up in verse 6. Now pay attention to what I say here. Notice the substitute for Jesus. Now we know that Jesus is our substitute, so don't take it that way. I think you'll understand what I mean as we read this. Notice the substitute for Jesus. Now, at the feast, he used to release from them one prisoner of whom they asked. Now, this custom was used to release a prisoner to ultimately improve relationship between Roman rulers and the subjects. Verse 7, and among the rebels in prison who had committed murder in the insurrection, there was a man called Barabbas. Now, Barabbas was one of the popular freedom fighters for the Jews, whom the Romans had ultimately imprisoned because he had participated in an uprising against Rome. Verse 8, and the crowd came up and began to ask Pilate to do as he usually did for them. And so the crowd comes to request this pardon from Pilate. And he answered them, do you want me to release for you the King of the Jews? Now, Pilate ultimately wanted to frustrate the plans of the chief priests. He wanted to get the people to request the release of someone that he viewed as innocent. He wanted to retain a real criminal that's committed murder and led to an uprising against Rome like Barabbas. So Pilate would have had a lot of reasons to keep Barabbas behind bars. Verse 10, for he perceived that it was out of envy that the chief priests had delivered him up. Again, so Pilate wants to frustrate their plans, the chief priest. Pilate recognized their motivation for executing Jesus had nothing to do with them being loyal citizens to Rome and being loyal subjects. The chief priests were simply seeking to protect their own influence and ultimately their status with the people. These religious leaders cared about themselves, and we've seen that in our study of Mark. They were driven by pride and jealousy, and Jesus here has exposed their hypocrisy. And he's challenged their authority. He's threatened all of their influence, their religious influence. And so Jesus has called them out. Jesus has exposed them for who they are. And so Pilate even perceives this. Now again, here's another gap to fill. If you go back when we get to verse 10 and read Matthew 27, 18 through 19. Verse 11, but the chief priest stirred up the crowd to have him release for them Barabbas instead. Now we know Jesus was innocent, but declared to be guilty. Barabbas, on the other hand, was guilty, but being treated as innocent here. The chief priests are stirring up the crowd. And we see this politically instigated rejection here. Verse 12, and Pilate again said to him, then what shall I do with the man you call King of the Jews? And they cried out again, crucify him. And Pilate said to them, why? What evil has he done? But they shouted out all the more, crucify him. The people here, after being politically instigated by the chief priests, they preferred a violent insurrectionist who could really only give them war with Rome. That they compared this criminal,
this freedom fighter that committed murder and uprising instead of the Prince of Peace. Why? Seem to treasure the things of this world more than the things above, right? Dr. Sproul says here, the people chose the one whom they thought could give them political freedom. See, that was the issue at hand. They didn't realize that the Messiah that has come was not about political freedom. And so they choose the one who could give them political freedom, Barabbas, over the one who would give them spiritual freedom in Jesus. Now again, to fill in some more gaps, I read Matthew 27, 24 and 25. Verse 15. So Pilate, wishing to satisfy the crowd, released for them Barabbas. Pilate had problems in his relationship with the Jewish people. You can go back to Luke 13, and you see he was struggling with the people he governed. Pilate saw the situation ultimately as an opportunity to gain support and become more popular among the people. And so this decision went above and superseded justice and even ignored his own wife's warning based on a dream that she had that had nothing to do with Jesus. And so we see the silence of Jesus. We see the substitute for Jesus. But lastly, in this text, we want to notice the suffering of Jesus. We see here, pick it up at the end of verse 15, and having scourged Jesus, he delivered him to be crucified. Pilate had flogged Jesus in the presence of the crowd, hoping that the punishment would satisfy the crowd. Now, this punishment would have been awful. Sometimes that flogging would have proved to be fatal. It would have ripped out chunks of flesh and often left the bones of the victim exposed. As two soldiers had stripped Jesus, they had tied his hands, bound him to a post, one on each side, and they would beat him with this leather whip with pieces of bone or metal or both embedded in these leather strips. Some what we call a whip, a cat of nine tails. The Jews would limit the number of stripes. The Romans had no limit. So Jesus is scourged.